Many thanks for our chairperson for keeping exactly the time limits and to allow us for some comments and questions. Karen, I'm very disturbed by the results of your study. And for what I take from it is that we don't do justice. From the quality point of view, the resources that we allocate for the administration of justice means that judges in civil cases, and I'm looking forward for another study that you may do in criminal cases that would be even more disturbing if this is correct. What I take from it is that the quality of justice, we're not talking about the efficiency, which was the subject of other presentations of the excellent speakers this morning. But that means since we do not have enough judges, and the style of the Israeli decision-making is not on the spot making a decision and developing it orally, as is the case in some other countries. For us, it's always in writing and so on and so forth. So I take it that if we want to now write a recommendation from your study for the Mount Scopus standards on efficiency and justice and fundamental values, we have to recognize that there is a strong connection between the resources allocated and the quality of justice. And so with your permission, I'm going to propose to the last session in our conference, which is the session that we discuss amendments to the Mount Scopus, that recent studies suggest that there is a direct impact between resources and the quality of justice, and therefore all countries not only gather data, which is the recommendation for us for measuring justice, but also to have some action in order to extract from this work conclusions. But this is one example from my side how we should learn from all the studies that we make for Gali and Amnon and yourself who are here. And my question is, further to the comments I made about Karen's conclusions and very interesting report, what other possible conclusions that are important for us to assure what we call a cumulative calculation and assessment of all the measurements, all the indicators that we mentioned, whether it is the efficiency aspect, the quality aspect, the independence aspect, the balance between even the mere measurement, as Judge Marzel mentioned, that the mere fact that we collect measurements about judges, particularly about individual judges, is creating a pressure on the independence and on the quality. Because if I'm pressured as a judge, naturally I will spend less time because I want to look at the backlog, and that will affect the quality. So again, here we see a current study which is very clear about the impact of a backlog on the quality of judges or the decision-making, as you suggested. So my question to all of you, how do we make sure that we do the right calculation and balancing between the values that we recognize as essential or fundamental values of the justice system.